Tried to overlook a rival. All eyes on me cause I got no competition. Now looking at an idol. Your dough ain't long enough to pay for my attention. I was born to be victorious. Most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all I hate to display to remain warriors.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the R.E.A.L Lifestyle. For our new viewers, for our new subscribers, it's not just a real estate show. We talk about entertainment, athlete, and love. And today we got my special man right here. We got my dog, Avery Williamson.
I'm out here. We in the building.
My dog just
Literally in the building.
In the building, man. He just came from working out.
Yeah, just came from working out. I probably smell a little bit.
No, you good, bro. No, you good. You good, man.
Appreciate you having me on, though.
No, it's a pleasure. It's an honor for us to have you on the show, man. So, bro, I'm hearing your accent. It's my first time meeting you in person. Where you from, bro?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you?
I'm born and raised in Miami.
For real?
Yeah,
Okay.
from the crib.
So you was at the you was at the crib playing.
Yeah.
Just like me, I was at the crib. I got drafted by the Titans.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was there 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 years.
How was that for you, like playing like in your city? Like,
It was cool. It was a good experience.
I know your fan base must have been crazy.
Yeah,
like.
man. It was real. It was, I mean, supportive. I mean, it was like being in high school again. You know, you got everybody out, you know, after the games, you know, coming, like, hey, I'm going to be at the game, yada, yada. But it was super dope. Towards the end, it got annoying because just the tickets, like people asking for tickets.
Yeah.
It just kind of got more of a nuisance. And I was ready to slide after my 4 years.
Yeah.
But man, looking back, it was really cool though, just to be able to play pro ball in your hometown, close to your hometown. I was 2 hours from the house.
Oh, so your mom, your parents?
Oh yeah. They was at every game.
Yeah.
They come up on Saturdays.
Yeah. That's the best feeling because they got to fly in. Like,
man, they drive up 2 hours, man. They be at the crib.
Yeah.
You know, we be eating good. Like it just was. It was a good time, and I really, looking back, man, I cherished the moments, man. It was fun.
Wow. So what made you like choose football out of any other sport? Cause you know we play everything. We could play baseball. We could have done soccer. So what made you choose get into football?
It was my cousin, my older cousins. He started talking to me. I was in the 5th grade, and we was just had like a family gathering, and we was kicking it, and he was telling me how he used to go out and pull a 18-wheeler tire up the hill, down the street at my grandma's house. Yeah. And I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing all this work and stuff. Like, he's like talking about football. I was like, and I always wanted to play football, I hadn't played yet. I don't think they didn't have I don't know if it was because I wanted to play tackle football. They had like a flag league or something around there, but I wanted to play, just hadn't played yet. And so that next day I was like, man, I'm about to go out there and start working out. Yeah. Got me a car tire and got me a rope, and I tied it around my waist, and bro, literally started pulling that tire in the backyard. Yeah. And then from that point, I just was doing everything possible I was like, I'm about to go pro. And yeah, man.
So when did you know? Like, what was that defining moment that you say, you know what, bro? I got something. Like, I'm going pro. Cause not everybody get a chance to to get there.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Well, it was probably my sophomore year of college when I knew I really had the opportunity. I had a chance, but I just had that confidence from the jump that it's crazy looking back that I knew I was gonna make it. I ain't have no other like plan B. Like it was like I'm making.
That was your only plan.
That was it. I ain't never had no other plan. Like it's crazy looking back, man. From that point under that tree. Yeah. I was like, I'm about to go get it. Yeah. And they just started pulling that tire. I did that literally every day almost.
Every day?
Every day.
So you was doing sled workouts from?
Oh yeah, bro. I was, bro, like that was a real deal. I was out there, I got up to 18-wheeler tire. I pull it, I marked off 40 yards. Bro, I did that from middle school till I went to college. I'd be out there literally
you was fast.
Every day.
You was fast.
I just was having my mindset, bro.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's my story. I knew I was gonna make it. Couldn't nobody tell me different.
Man, I think you had a good support system because, like, other athletes, like when you start playing Pop Warner, you start playing, Little League, football. It's always that one adult or that one person that say, "Hey, man, football is not for everybody. It's not for long. Get your education, of course, but choose something else, like just in case." Like, so in the back of your head, it's kind of like they're preparing you to fail. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's funny because like my parents always is like, I tell them, hey, especially when I was in college, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go pro. My dad was like, just get major education, this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it, but like I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
So it is kind of funny because like, yeah, they want you to have a plan B, but it's like, yeah, it is kind of like you're preparing to fail too. But
Yeah.
I mean, you got it. I mean, because it's such a small percentage of guys that make the league, or they can make it and not make a team, or you're in there for a couple months, a year.
Yeah.
So I mean, you do need to have a plan B, but I just was like, man, ain't nobody telling me no different. I'm like, Dad, shut up.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna make this.
We gonna make it.
Yeah. Then you go through that period where like you made it, but everybody in your camp felt like they made it. So the bread that you signed for is their bread now.
I didn't really get hit too hard.
Yeah.
I had a couple of homies, that was, hey man, like this and that. I'm like, come on, dang, family. But
how did you deal with that? Like,
I mean, I just
y'all still cool?
I would just tell one cousin now, like one cousin, I ain't talked to him in years. Crazy. I ain't talked to him in years. But I mean, it just you either respect it or you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not about to just keep on supporting. Like if I'm just gonna keep giving away money, like ain't gonna be keep asking for more and more. Like I help a person out a time or two, but like if I'm just like being your breadwinner, I can't do it.
It can't work.
Yeah. How was it for you?
I mean, it's just one of those things where like just like you have to know who's gonna change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like who's gonna be like a supporter for you to come to your game and stuff like that. But relatively, like I handle it just like how you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, like looking back at it, like you gotta love the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about the money. It does change our lives.
It does.
But at the end of the day, it's the love of the game and the people who are around you. Your family. Like that's what make it enjoyable.
Yeah. Exactly,
so.
Man. I look back, man. I enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Every part of it. I mean, it was some bad parts, but for the most majority of my career, like it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Traveling, doing things I never thought I'd be able to do.
Yeah.
Going places.
Yeah.
I mean, it just to come from my hometown.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to do things I've done. So it's people like, man, you living in New Jersey playing for the Jets, like you in New York, like it's crazy. You living like on a whole different pedestal.
Yeah. So, how was that from you, like knowing that Tennessee is country, and then you played for like these great organizations? Like
I didn't play for no great organization. The Jets was trash.
It was trash. I love it was.
The Jets was trash. Don't even. You was in the division. Yeah.
But so okay, you playing for the Jets. How was it for you? Cause you signed for a nice size bag.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I ain't gonna lie. People was like, I'm beginning, interviews and stuff like, oh yeah, what made you decide on the New York Jets and stuff? I'm like, oh yeah, the excited for the guys to be to play around this and that, Leonard Williams, Jamal Adams.
You gotta be politically correct.
Yeah. I signed for that bag. I ain't gonna.
You kept it real, bro.
Yeah, I signed for that bag, man. But now the Jets organization was the most unorganized that I've ever been around. Like it was terrible.
So what was it that when you was playing for them that made them like that you could see that could have changed? That could have turned around the team. You know what? We're a championship team. Like we got championship mentality.
Structure. Well, we had a little bit of lack of talent. We had lack of talent too, but just the structure, man. I mean, just didn't have no control, man. Guys, I don't know, just it just was undisciplined. You know, if you got guys that are not doing right during the week, you know what I'm saying? You got coaches that aren't policing these guys to do right. I mean, you guys got a big mess. So then you go out on Sundays, have a big mess. So it was never like it was always confusion. It seemed like from upstairs to coaches to players.
So the front office wasn't getting it done.
Front office wasn't getting it done. It's tough, man. So I've when I went to the Steelers, man, it was really a culture shock because it's just such stability.
Yeah.
And I never, because I mean,
Mike a good coach.
Oh yeah, great coach, man. So come from Tennessee, it was we had my first 2 years, there was a lot of turnover. It was real bad. My third and fourth year, it started to be less turnover. Had some stability, but going to the Jets, it was chaos. I mean, especially it was like 2-14, I think. My first, it was like, was it 4? No, I think we may have won 4 games, maybe. Wow. Yeah, they may have won 4 games, but it was just like, hey, coach is gone. They rotating players. Like, oh, here we go again. So
was it just like, okay, we playing for a check?
Yeah. At that point, you playing for the check. I mean, you get the week 12. Yeah. You only won 3 games. You trying to make the Pro Bowl and get a check. That's it.
Wow.
So it just is what it is. But yeah, going to Pittsburgh was like, man, it was such a relief because like, man, you got just stability. Like it's like a foster kid going to a good home. That's what I felt like. Like no lie.
Dang.
It's like, man, I'm like, you feel like, you know what I'm saying? You feel good. You know?
Yeah.
I wish I could have been there longer. Like I was only there for 9 games. But I wish I could have been there longer. And because it really was like fun to be in a top-notch organization.
Wow.
No lie.
So the team that you played for the Jets and Titans. Out of all the teams, you can say which team was the best team organization that you played for?
Steelers, hands down.
Man.
Yeah. It just was a lot of the staff has been there for years. You know, they don't have a lot of turnover. The guys that they have in there, I mean, you got players that's been there for years. They don't really do a lot of big free agent signings like off season that they draft their guys there and staying. You know, it's just more of a tight knit thing, and you got longevity there. So, I mean, you got like Ben, he was there for I don't know how many years he played. I don't know, 17. I don't know, it might be longer than that, but. I mean, you got guys that's been there for over a decade. Coach has been over there for decades. So it's just got that stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bro, you know what it is going to a new team. Like, so who was that player that when you came in that you know what, that's so and so, I look up to him. I could like model after him, or like y'all hung out the most. Like, you know, who was that player that has been most impactful in your career? Like,
yeah, I would say Wesley Woodyard. He my OG, man. When he went to Kentucky, he was older than me, so he played linebacker. He as soon as I got drafted, he hit my line because I knew Wesley, but I didn't know him because he was older than me.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got drafted, he hit my line. I was like, hey, it's time to go to work, you know. And you know, he really was like took me under his wing. I was there with him for 4 years at the Titans. And, I mean, he was really my support system through a lot of stuff, man. And, I mean, just some little situations to big situations. I mean, from going through drama with my last year with you know, the teams messing with you, like taking you out. They was rotating me and stuff, messing with me. Like, I was going through mental stuff. I'm like, I'm ready to go in there and, you know, cuss people out because they rotate me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, it just, he was huge, man, for me. He was huge for me, and I definitely could say he kept my head stable at times, 100%. Because, you know, it's a dirty game, bro. It
is. It's a business.
And people upstairs will mess with you, you know, and pull strings, and I mean, you the one that's got to play. It's a whole lot of pressure at times.
So how you was dealing with that, like, transition from team to team, and like, you know, they messing with you and stuff like that mentally? Like you mentioned mental, like
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing, like when I was trying to go get my second contract with finishing up my 4th year, I just had to put in my head that like I just gotta whenever I'm out there playing, I just gotta like go hard. Like if they gonna rotate me, take me off 3rd down, I gotta just really make impact plays and do my thing. So, but it was definitely tough. But like I guess the transition from team to team, it's tough because like you don't know anybody. I mean, you know, I went to the Jets, I only knew like 2 guys up there, so it's tough. You know, a whole new area and just learning a whole new team,
whole new system.
Yeah, whole new system. It's definitely tough. So that was my first time in a long time going to a new team.
Yeah.
And then getting traded, that was like, oh shoot, I'm about to be on new teams out of nowhere.
Did you know it, or you just got that call?
Man, I kept hearing stuff, and I was ready to go. I was ready because we didn't win a game when I left. We was 0-8, and I kept hearing stuff because I think the week before, Devin Bush had got hurt towards ACL, and as soon as I think we was playing Miami, and as soon as the game was over, I seen that. I was like, yo, I hit my agent. I was like, yo, what's up?
Just like that.
Yeah, I was like,
after the game.
Yeah, I was like, hey, them boys talking about it. He's like, we're gonna see. So I kept hearing reports. You know what I'm saying? Might happen, and so the week we was going to Kansas City to play, and it was Saturday. My agent hit me. We was on the bus. He was like, hey, it's some talk going on between Jets and the Steelers. I just keep you posted. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, this really might be happening. I'm like, man, just pray to God stay healthy.
Yeah.
I'm like, we playing the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know we about to get waxed. So, man, I was so zoned out that game. I'm like, dog, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah.
Mahomes was going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. But we finished the game. We lost, of course, and we on the plane, and my agent calls me up. We were like literally just taking off. He was like, hey, they want to make a trade for you. You good with that? I was like, yeah, like I'm good. I'm ready to go.
You was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put the I was super hyped. I put the it's like the little thing. It's like a little separator between the seats.
Yeah.
And I put the joint down. My homie was over there, and I was like, bro. And I guess what? He's like, what? So I just got traded to the Steelers. He was like, you lying. I was like, yes. He's like, no, I'm so jealous. And
so everybody was ready to clear.
What? Bro, we 0-8. 0-8, man. Like, bro, it was bad. And so yeah, the coaches didn't even know I got traded. Like,
hold on, the coaches didn't know?
No. Like, I'm sure Adam Gates knew. I don't know, but my position coach, the DC, he didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Bad organization.
He didn't reach out to you? Like...
Oh, they did the next day. When they I told my linebacker coach when we got to the facility, and I told him, I was like, hey, I got traded, you know. So he was like, oh shoot, he was driving away. I was like, yeah, I got traded, and he's like, well, dang.
And he didn't even know by the second day.
He knew. No, that was that night. When we got back to the facility from the airport. Mm-hmm. I told him in the parking lot. Yeah. But yeah, the next day, like my coach was calling me and stuff, and like saying, "Hey, like, you know, glad you got to play with us." I was like, "Yeah." Deuces.
You ain't want to hear none of that.
And we all started to get out. I'm bonked out, boy. I was like, "Yo, I'm sliding."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was crazy because I'd never been traded before, and just for it to happen so quick. Yeah. It was like, man, I got to slide like this.
Like literally, like you gone.
Man, yeah, bro. But it's part of the game.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like
part of the game.
You had a journey, man. You definitely had a journey. But I read something on you. You know, my boy Reese was telling me about you. You own a farm, man. I seen that documentary. I'm like, yo, like that's like ownership of a farm. Like, what got you to own an actual farm? Man?
So yeah, I grew up on a farm. So my dad, he grew up down the street from where I grew up. But man, we we've been farming my whole life, and you know, he grew up on the farm. Like it's like my great grandparents, they own the farm, and it's all in the same area. It's all in the same area. They've owned land for a long time. My great grandparents, and then like my granddad, they had land around there. So then my dad grew up out there, and he moved away when he was 18. You know, came back when he met my mom and stuff, and bought some land down the street, and we farmed my whole life. I grew up doing that.
Wow.
Cattle farm, yeah.
Wow.
But it's cool though.
Yeah. I could kind of relate to that because my family, you know, I'm Haitian and Bahamian.
Okay.
So when I go back and visit my grandma at that time, you know, they had a farm and they had cows, they had horses and stuff like that. So like I got to experience like both sides, like farm life and then the city life. It's different, man.
It's different. I mean, at this point,
it's peaceful too.
I love it, bro. I'm just chilling for now, but bro, like I'm gonna be in the country soon.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
you don't like the city?
It's cool. I would like to be close to the city.
Yeah.
But you know, I can have my own space, like ducked off, 100 acres of land, just like chilling.
Yeah.
Like that's what I need.
Yeah.
If I can't shoot my guns and pee in my front yard, I won't be there. I won't be there. Like I was so mad earlier, like just the HOA stuff, bro. Like I got to go handle that after this because they said that my payment ain't been going through it. They're talking about $712. I'm like, I literally did the auto pay. So I'm like, dude, like,
see, they be with
trash can, they be complaining. I'm like, yo, I hate it.
You gotta get out of there.
I hate it. I literally hate it. I don't want to be no HOA. Like, I want to be at peace. If I buy something, I want to be like, I want to own it. Like, I don't want somebody telling me, you can't do this. Yeah. That ain't living.
Yeah, man. Especially when you come from like owning your own land.
Yeah,
like that,
man. Like,
it's
crazy about everything, bro. Like, But yeah, I love farming though. Like, just like it's, I don't know, it's peaceful. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Especially with, I grew up with a garden. We used to be slaughtering cows. Yeah. We got fresh meat. Yeah. Fresh vegetables. Yeah. It's nice.
So do you like? Is it fully functioning like now? Do you provide for like other farmers?
Well, so we just we sell off the calves when they get like 6 months or so. So but we're gonna just continue to kind of increase operations slowly. Yeah.
Man, I was looking at like some fields in Weston and Davie area.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, like if you have like one cattle on your land, it's tax free. You ain't gotta pay no taxes.
Dang.
No property taxes.
I didn't know that.
Because it's considered a farm.
Oh.
Yeah. Florida law.
You buy one cow.
Buy one cattle.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I might look into that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, bro.
Just buy a cow.
Yeah, buy a cow, put it right there.
Put it in the front yard.
I know a lot of people that have done that. Like they'll move out in Weston and stuff like that. And then they had no desire for no animals.
What about a goat?
You can have a goat. Any animal. If you have a farm animal, you ain't got to pay no property taxes.
A goat would be low maintenance.
Yeah.
Or some chickens.
See, I never had a goat like to maintain a goat.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Just feed it.
That's it. They ain't rowdy or nothing like that. Like
nah, goat. I'd rather have a goat than a cow, especially in like a smaller area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just get you a pen, get you a goat.
Yeah.
For some chickens.
Yeah, you'd be good.
Yeah.
So who maintains it for you right now?
My dad. We got one guy we got a couple guys that rotate, help out. Help out. So if I'll be going back more, if I'm career is done, I'll be going back more often to help out, do stuff, just trying to get everything
organized.
Yeah. But it's cool though.
They told me that you have a son. Congrats.
Thank you,
man. You got an 8 months.
7
months. So what it's like being a dad, man? I know it's like changed your life and everything.
Yeah, you got
like
any kids?
No, not yet.
Yeah. It's definitely it's challenging. Yeah. It's challenging, but it's definitely rewarding, man. I'm
Was you ready?
Was I ready?
Yeah.
No. We both wasn't ready.
So it just came out.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I was like, what? Pregnant?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I freaked. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, what? All right. I was scared. Like, I still feel like I a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
29, but I was like, yo,
You ain't ready for that.
like,
yeah.
So but it kicks in whenever you just kicks in.
Yeah.
But it's really cool though, man, to see him growing, bro. It's like it's fun. Like sometimes I'll be like, dog, like
Yeah.
like when it's just like little stuff, like he was like crying, or like you know what I'm saying, like, or but it's just a part of it, man. Like you gotta go with it, man. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Like throwing up on you.
Yeah.
Like he threw up on my head. I had him on my shoulder one time going downstairs, and he just threw up on my hair. I'm like I'm like.
You gotta eat it. You gotta eat
what it is.
Yeah,
like I'm like, I can't get mad.
Yeah, that's your son.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
So I just rinse my hair out and clean
Kept
him
it
up.
going.
He kept it going. But it's cool though. Like just I'll be taking him out doing stuff. Like I took him to the Sports Illustrated swimsuit runway show
That's
the other
dope.
week. Yeah,
That's dope. Yeah.
I took him to that.
Yeah.
And he had a fun time. He was out there kicking it.
I bet he did.
Looking around.
Prep him
He was out there
early.
kicking it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it's fun to be able to, you know, just take him places. I mean, he don't know what's going on right now, but
Yeah.
it's just still cool. I feel like just bonding,
Yeah.
you know, bonding with my kid.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a rewarding feeling,
Yeah.
and I want to make sure that I, you know, show him the way and that show him how I grew up, you know what I'm saying, and just to work. You know, I just want him to be a good person. So I'm making sure I'm spending more time with him. So I'm definitely, I'm upset that I'm not playing right now, but overall, I'm like, man, it is cool that I get to spend more time with him and be around him. Like, I ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
So getting to be with him,
Yeah.
I mean, that's rewarding.
Wow.
It's rewarding.
Yeah, because that's one thing about this show that we talk about is like, other than real estate and entertainment and athletes, we talk about love. You know, we talk about kids. We talk about, you know, finding that one, you know, that you know that, okay, she's the one for me.
Yeah.
You know, especially getting to the league, like, you know, sometimes you don't.
It's tough.
It's tough. Like,
tough.
So how was that for you? Like knowing that, you know, you had somebody. Like, did you find her before you got to the league?
Nah, man. It was
after the league.
It was year. We only been dating 2.5 years, so like, yeah, I was secure. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even looking for it.
See, that's what they keep telling me. They say when
was
you're not looking for it, that's when you find it. Like, but I'm not patient, bro.
I was not looking for it.
Sometimes you want it right now.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for.
So break it down for me. Where, when, and how? Like, break it down, bro.
I'm gonna be real.
Be real. Keep it real.
I was looking for some action. I was on IG.
Yes. That's what I wanted to hear, man.
I was on Instagram, so
You're looking for some ass.
Yeah, I was looking for some ass.
Yeah.
So my homie, I went to college with. He would always, if he couldn't get the girl, he would send her to me. So he always did, like sending me girls. So, So he sent me her page. He's like, bro, I can't get her. He said, get her, man. So I was like, damn, I was like, yo, she's nice.
She's nice, yeah.
Like, she real nice. And something was about it. I was like, dang. I don't know, something about when I seen her, I was like, yo, she like real deal. Like, I messaged her.
Yeah.
And we started kind of talking back and forth here and there. And I liked it because she was in the Army. And she was, you know,
Dang.
working, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. And we seemed to have kind of connect. And she ended up coming to, she's from Orlando, but she was off and on with her guy then, and she was like, hey, I'm gonna be at the Super Bowl, the one in Miami. Me and some of my friends going down there for Super Bowl, and would you like to, you know, meet up? I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we ended up linking up.
So she asked you out first.
Pretty much. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, let's link up, you know. And bro, we ended up linking up one night at the club. She came with her friends and stuff, and bro, literally from that point on, I was like, yo, like, I was like stuck to her. And we didn't do nothing.
So you knew.
Bro, it's crazy. Like I knew, bro. When I went out and got her, I was like, I was so happy to meet her. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. But
that's crazy.
I had them things lined up. Boy. I had them lined up. And bro, I threw my other phone away that weekend. I was like, yo, I was with her. They was calling. I was like, where you at? I was like, dang. I was like, where you at? You a ghost. I'm like,
you was ready to go. You was ready to go.
So yeah, bro. Like I literally didn't have that phone the whole weekend, bro. We kicked it, bro. Just it was like really like vibing and connecting, bro. Like, and I was at the peak. You know, like, I mean, I had got hurt that year before, but like, I'm making M's. I'm like, I ain't.
You good.
So, but it just came out of nowhere. And then, you know what I'm saying? 2.5 years later, got little man.
Wow.
So, but yeah, bro, just people told me that too. Like, man, it'll hit you out of nowhere. I'm like, I don't probably maybe need someone. I'm like 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but it happened, bro. No rhyme or reason that I can say everybody's different. Some people never do find anybody. Some people, high school sweetheart. Some people just, middle-aged life.
Yeah.
Just nobody has a rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
But
you know what though? I could tell you a spiritual man, but you know what they say, when God blesses somebody around you, that means he's in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So the fact that we met today, he's in the neighborhood. So
for real. Real deal, bro.
Yeah. I'll link. I'm gonna shoot in somebody's DMs and we'll see what happens.
Hey, bro. I don't know. Hey, look, it might not work.
It may not work. I'm gonna try though.
Try.
I'm gonna try.
Just fire away.
We'll see what happens.
Fire away. Kids don't try that.
Right, don't try that though. May not work for you guys.
Yeah, it may not work.
Man, so what's next for you, man? Like, we talked about your family.
Bro, I'm just really at this point.
Next?
If football isn't no more, I'm working on the broadcasting stuff.
Sorry to cut you off. I actually did see you quite a few times on like NFL Network and everything like that, man. So, are you thinking about getting to broadcasting?
Yeah.
You got the knack for it, man.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff since college. So, I've always said I think I want to do it. Just kind of just practicing for it for years. So I'm like, yo, I'm at least I'm gonna chase after it, see what comes from it, and I want to do that. On my farm, I want to keep increasing that. And I actually have a trucking business too.
Really?
Yeah, I got a trucking business that I've been to be a year in August. So I've been working on that. It's finally really coming about. Start making some money.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, man. But it's just kind of getting into that real world, and figuring it out. But the broadcasting stuff, man, I'm trying to do something like what you're doing, like podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So got some ideas. I can't tell you everything.
It's all good.
But just know that I'm got some stuff in the works.
Yeah.
And just want to be able to. I like talking, bro. I like just vibing, and I think that with me being a football player my whole career, almost my whole life, is like people don't really know who you are outside the helmet and shoulder pads. So I like to show people an example of how I am, my character, what I like to do, different things, you know what I'm saying? So I think that being expressive and showing yourself outside of the game is really, really cool. Because I feel like people put us in the box and think that, okay, you're an athlete, you can't do anything else. You make your money and that's it. You go to the house, get a financial advisor, live out your portfolio. Yeah. No, I know I can do more. So that's really a challenge for me. Is even with myself, I'm like, yo, I know I can do this. I don't want to be in a box for the rest of my life. Right. So I'm I got businesses that I'm trying to get going. I know I can do it. So I want to be independent. I don't want to have to work for anybody. So I mean, if it does come to that, I'm not gonna say I don't work for nobody because who knows.
Right.
If NBC want to drop that bag, I might do it.
Right.
I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So,
Right.
Baby, pack the bags up. We going.
We going.
So, but I want to be independent as possible, man, because I've been working for, people my whole life. I want to be able to be on my own schedule. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But I want to be a businessman. Like, I'm a person in college told me, a girl in college told me, I told her, I'll be a businessman. I want to be a businessman. She was like, you can't be a businessman. Like, you play football. And I still remember that, this girl I was dating. I was like,
She told you that?
Yeah, she's like a businessman. Like, you play football? I was like, no, I'm gonna be a businessman too. Like, so like I want to make sure that I want my son to see me. Like, I don't know everything. This is all new to me. So
Yeah.
I'm hitting all these bumps right now. So
Yeah.
like, I want to show my son, like, hey, this is how you do it, bro. Like, this is how you can set up a trucking business, or this is how you get a farm going to where, it's making money, making income, or this is how you create a show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've always had a desire to do other stuff, and now it's like I just want to pour that energy into that.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. So it's really cool though to kind of see guys, transition like Brandon Marshall, man, how he's really transitioned. You know what I'm saying? We can do stuff outside of football,
Mm-hmm.
and it just the same effort you put into your sport, you put it into something else, and just learn, just dive into it, learn it. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it's all you gotta do is learn something.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be peaches and cream. Like I've been spending bread on my trucking business, but you know what? I know that it's about to start panning out.
Yeah.
Like, cause the thing is, you can't take the advice. I mean, advice is good. Advice is amazing, but you can't take certain advice from people. Like, if we're in a different tax bracket,
Right.
so like if a person's like, that's gonna be too much money, you can't do that. We're in a different tax bracket, so
Exactly.
if I gotta spend $100,000 to get something going,
You gonna
that
swing.
person can't.
Mhm.
The $100,000 is like, oh, you going crazy.
Right.
But for me, it's like, okay, that's what it's gonna take. I might have to do this over a period of time, but in the end result, I'm gonna be making a lot of money.
Right.
So
Right.
sometimes you gotta just not tell too many people your ideas, because sometimes they could be dream crushers, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like,
Yeah.
people can really be dream crushers and stop you from getting your shine on just because, like, they haven't experienced that, or, you know what I'm saying, or in that bubble,
Yeah.
So that's why, man, sometimes I don't even tell people what I'm doing, because, like, they'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying, that sounds stupid or something, or
Yeah.
how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
So just when you see it when it happens.
You know what, bro? Like, to keep it real with you, we think alike, because I don't tell people a lot of things that I got going on. When it happens, then they're like, damn, this is what you on?
Mhm.
Because, I have people in my corner and people that you used to talk to that you'll tell, like what you just said, like, hey, I want to do this. They're dream crushers,
Mhm.
and it's kind of like with the girl that you was with before that said, you're a football player, like,
Yeah.
you can't be a businessman. And that's the reason why I created this show, Real
Yeah.
Lifestyle, because we're so much more than what we play,
Yeah.
and we can do other things. We can do, be a TV network guy. We
Yeah.
can own a trucking company. We can do so much things, So that's why I created the show. After playing football, injury for me, then boom, I got into real estate,
Mhm.
and it's fun for me. Like, I do
Yeah.
the same energy I put in football. That's the same energy I put in real estate,
Yeah.
and I'm same energy I'm putting into this podcast. Just to show, like, people like yourself and other people that's watching, that.
Dog, like, and another thing, like, when people tell me, they tell you need to stay in the league as long as possible because you're not gonna make the same money as you did.
Okay.
I'm like, now, okay, I did make a lot. I was bringing some big checks when I was with the Jets.
Yeah.
But I might not get to that, but I know for a fact I could be making $1 million a year.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, why you gonna tell somebody you ain't gonna, like, if you got something that's you got a plan, man. Like, bro, you can make that bread.
Yeah.
For real. Like people just be. I just feel like people just if they can't do it, it's like, man, I'm gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna encourage him.
Yeah. And they feel good too. They feel good telling you that it can't work.
Yeah, like I'm like, man.
Cause you at their level, they bring you down to their level.
So I know for a fact, man. If these people outside, you know what I'm saying? These guys making $5-6 million a year, like it's possible. It's just you don't know how to do it yet. Right. You got to learn. It takes time. Like it just takes time. Like my dad be on me. He was like, it's so funny because he just don't. He was a truck driver for a long time. 37 years he drove trucks, but he don't understand like he knows you can do it, but like the concept of putting your truck with somebody else is like, it's just cause like he mentally not wired for that because if he did that and it messed up for him, that ends everything. That would ended everything because you different tax bracket. But you know what I'm saying? Like if a guy wrecks a truck, you done. You screwed. You gotta. You might have to file bankruptcy. Yeah. So it's like I'm like, Dad. Like sometimes I be having to flex, and I'll be like, Dad, I got this many millions. Like, chill out. Yeah.
Like, I can get another truck.
Like, hey, if you wreck it, the insurance gonna pay for it. You know, like, or I'm good. Yeah. I'm gonna be straight. Yeah. So don't be coming in here talking all this shit. Like, chill out.
Sometimes you want to flex something, but sometimes you gotta respond like, hey man, you know,
I'm a millionaire, dog.
Right. We can do this.
Yeah.
It's gonna work.
Exactly.
You know? But it's like what you said, bro. I like what you said that, you know, there's people that's outside of football that's making bank. They're making millions a year. You know?
Making bank, man. Like
we can do the same thing.
Same thing, bro. I've been since last year, man. I really been just meeting people. I don't, you know what I'm saying, just seeing what people do. You know what I'm saying. I done met a lot of different people. Just kind of brainstorming different ideas, and guys are. I mean, there's a lot of people making money just off of from real estate to crypto to like just different investment things, man, and trucking. So it just talking to people, trying to find your niche. Yeah. And just going from there, and just like attacking it. Yeah. And taking the chance. Yeah. Taking the chance, bro. Yeah. So
you can't fail because you're gonna get back up.
You're gonna get back up.
Yeah.
I lost money last year. I lost money this year, but it's like I know, like stuff's gonna start. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna. Money comes and goes.
Right. So if you get a call right now from an NFL team, you going?
Depends on the situation. Yeah, depends on the situation.
Yeah.
But if it ain't right, I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's power that you can say that, you know what I'm saying? Because that means you took care of your bread. Mm-hmm. You took care of your body, you took care of your bread. And if the situation doesn't deem you right in your family, you know, you're not gonna put yourself out there to.
If it don't make sense, I ain't gonna do it. Because I mean, it takes a whole lot of effort to go out there and go through camp, go through a season. Like, it's a lot of stress. I would rather make $250,000 for the year, chill with my family, than to go out here and have to deal with a lot of BS. I ain't happy to make or whatever 1.3, 1.2. Like, I'd rather do my own thing, like, cause it just comes with a whole lot, and people don't understand it. They're like, oh man, you making that money, but like, man, like I'm good. Like I ain't trying to be out here. You gonna risk injury. Yeah. You got to do it every day. The stress. Yeah. It's a whole lot.
And it takes a mental toll. Like, you know,
it does. It takes a mental toll, man. And it's a long season.
Yeah.
Very long season.
Yeah.
17 weeks.
That's a long time.
You go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Even longer.
It's a long time.
A very long time.
Yeah.
Looking back, I'm like, yo, I don't know how I did it.
Yeah. I still think like you got a contract in you.
You think so?
I think so, bro.
I don't
You
know.
got a contract. You got one more contract in you, bro.
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. That's all I can say.
You know, but you know, we like to end the show off and say, man, we really appreciate you for coming And my first time meeting you, bro, like, man, I'm gonna really check up on you after these, after the show, because you're like a brother, you know what I'm saying? And to see like other brothers come playing from the league, now you transitioning to that, okay, hey, you may play another season, but you got life after football. You took care of yourself, man. And other people that, our viewers, other ball players that's watching these, this episode, that, when you're transitioning, that there's life after football.
Yep, it is. It's, you just got to keep your mental, man, stay prayed up, and, just have a good support system. You got to man, talk to people about your issues. Just kind of, you got to have a good support system. And if you've got to find something that you love to do and just go after it. Yeah. That's it.
Man, that's real, bro.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
You see what you playing, boy. Like, you ready to go to camp.
I don't know, man.
You feel like you ready, though.
I don't know, man. I'm going to sit back down.
No, bro. You good, man.